You're 60.
Yes, ma'am.
What you did was ridiculously terrible to a young girl that already has her own set of issues. All right. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I am going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney's office and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine, and you're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. You're Willie Richards.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Richards, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of indecency with a child by sexual contact. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Are there any additions or corrections?
No,
No, I just had a couple questions.
Okay.
In regards to the supervision plan, Mr. Richards, he plays the drums at his church every Sunday. Does that need to cease, or we were just needing clarification so he's not in violation?
At a regular service or something specifically with regard to kids or?
At regular church service on Sunday.
You have to get to her.
The guitar, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that in a second. Anything else that you want?
And the polygraph, we were just wondering what that was.
That's part of probation for any sex offender.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that was it.
That is to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to and not doing what they're not supposed to be doing. I'm assuming, Mr. Hoffpower, that you've visited with the family, and I would think that
there is if you read in the order, there is a restraining order for the complex which occurred.
Right.
And it's in place.
Well, and I would think that somewhat the special needs of the victim is why this offer
Right.
was made.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Mr. Richards, this is, you're 60?
Yes, ma'am.
That includes obviously being on the sex offender caseload, following all of those recommendations. I will allow you to play in the band at church. You are, however, specifically ordered, and part of your probation is you cannot be alone with any child under the age of 18. Period, ever, never. Do you understand? You obviously cannot be on the premises of the Carlisle apartments. You can't be anywhere near or have any contact or communication with the victim in this case as well. If you do everything you're supposed to, get the treatment that you're supposed to get, make sure that you're doing all of that, then this is an incredible opportunity because you do not have this conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case is dismissed and you will never have this conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you will be brought back into court, you will be found guilty, and then I can sentence you to prison anywhere in the range of punishment, which is up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Yes.
You've got Daryl Spencer, Ms. Holmes.
Yes.
Daryl Spencer.
He's here. I didn't know he was here. I thought he was still in. I thought he was still in. Where? He just got out of Orange. Yeah, that's the one he was in Orange County. I thought he was still there. I didn't know he was here today. Does he have a warrant here? Hold on, Robert.
Yes.
Okay, he said he has a traffic ticket warrant, so you'll have to go in today. All right, you're Daryl Spencer. And Mr. Spencer, you're charged here with possession of marijuana as well as evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And is there an announcement?
Not yet, Judge.
Okay.
I need to meet with them.
So I'm going to do a normal reset about 30 days. So you'll go in custody today. If you set out your tickets or pay them, whatever happens, that shouldn't take that long. As soon as you're out, the first thing you do is contact Ms. Holmes so you guys can go over whatever it is she knows about your case, and we'll see what the announcement is at the next court date. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Ms. Pratt, are you gonna be able to use the restroom this morning?
Well, I was gonna talk to you about my medical.
Okay,
I don't know. They told you.
they did, but I know that even with that issue, you still go to the restroom.
Every 3 days or so. Yeah.
So why are you,
When
come
you
up,
draw blood, I mean.
well, we're not gonna draw blood. Come up here.
Put your water here.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you're gonna go before the judge.
When's the last time you smoked marijuana?
It was one of those little gummy things from the vape store.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's THC, but.
Why are you,
I just said marijuana, but it's THC, which I thought was the same.
it is the same. It'll show positive.
Okay.
It's all derived from the same stuff. And if you have a felony court case pending, I would think you wouldn't want to have anything in your system that would have you test positive, right?
Well, I'm not sure if it will. It was like a month ago. I'm on probation. I've been on it for almost a year.
Where,
It's in
from
Jasper
where?
County,
Okay,
and they know about all my medical. I need a heart valve replacement, and I have a liver failure, and now it's resulted to the kidneys.
okay.
So he,
Sounds like you need to quit doing stuff to get yourself in trouble so you can
I do.
stay
I
out
do
and
like to
take
see
care of
that.
yourself.
I do, I know.
So, what I'm gonna do this morning, Ms. Pratt, is reset your case for you to hire a lawyer. You need to try to get a lawyer hired before the next court date.
Okay.
If you do, bring the reset notice to them, and they'll tell you what you need to do. I'm also ordering as a condition of your probation that you have a drug patch. You need to have a drug patch put on within 24 hours. And you will, probation, when you're walking out, the lady sitting at that desk can give you a list of places where you can get that done. You have to have it on, you wear it 2 weeks, you have to show up every 2 weeks to have it tested. If it's not testable, I'm gonna assume it's positive. If you don't go show up when you're supposed to or go get it, I'm going to assume that you're using something that's illegal. Your bond will be raised and you'll be in jail. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, so you need to have that on within 24 hours. So by tomorrow, you need to have the drug patch on.
Okay.
And then don't use anything that could potentially test positive for anything. It's that simple. If you're on a probation and you've got a felony pending, you need to be crystal clean, all right?
Like 10 medicines that I'm on now.
If you are on medication that shows you to test positive, that's one thing. A gummy from the corner store is not medication, right? So bring your list of medications. If you test positive, show them. We understand. I know what things test positive for other things, but gummies aren't one of them. All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice.
Make that a condition of her bond, because I can't do anything with her probation in Jasper.
Yeah, it's just a bond here.
Okay, condition of the bond.
Yeah, did I say that the other way?
Yes, ma'am.
Condition of bond.
That's okay, just making sure.
And sign it. And talk to my lawyer about it.
Mr. Macon, you have Matthew Baxter.
Try and hire. Yeah, but I have a-
Okay, I'll call it as soon as it's ready. What about Patterson?
Yeah.
I'll hold those when they're both ready. I'll get you back up here. Thank you.
Right, he would be here this morning.
Mr. Let's see,
We
Crenshaw.
can't say that everything done.
It's okay, so whenever it's on the initial, that's just how we do it.
Okay.
Mr. Galmore, you have James Rucker.
Okay.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning. All right, good morning. You're James Rucker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where are we?
Judge, we basically completed discovery.
Okay,
We're gonna need a hearing on a motion to quash on one of the indictments. And so,
okay,
we kind of talked about our schedule and the timing. We were asking for 3 weeks, the week of June 16th, whatever day, if that week is okay.
has it been filed yet?
It's not out filed, probably this afternoon though.
Okay,
It's- They know what it's gonna say. It's gonna say,
that's the week, we're down the week of the 16th.
Then the week after that, Judge Nealon will be out for 3 weeks, starting next week, and as a result, I'm covering intake those 3 weeks.
Okay, so just sometime after that, I'll figure out the date.
I am out the next week though. That's the reason.
Just make sure y'all have everything, make sure you've turned in
Vacation.
Yes.
I don't know if I have or not. Yes.
if you'll do that, please, that way we can,
Know about it.
well, yeah, because if we know about it, then we can reschedule it. So it's much easier for y'all to do those, get any vacation letters in, including, but we'll look after that date, after the 23rd or 2nd, whatever that is. But whatever days you're out, just make sure that you have that filed, Mr. Galmore, and we'll schedule around that.
Will do.
Okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. You're free to go.
Thank
Stay in
you.
touch with Mr. Galmore. He'll let you know when you need to be back.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever get in touch with Miss DeLage? So I've got Corey was just in here. DeLage is coming. Brooks is coming. We're waiting on Miss Holmes. And Mr. Macon. The offense of attempt to commit sexual performance by child from August 2nd of 2023. Since you've made your bond, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hire someone?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Mr. Gobert, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you talk to, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? If you'll step in front of the clerk right here, she'll give you that reset notice.
Sign right there, I need a name.
Jamarcos Zarate Jones. Jamarcos Jones. So the one that says in treatment, did we, you can go.
Thank you, sorry. Y'all put bond, just
That doesn't mean.
order and everything, so.
No response, Your Honor.
Bond will be forfeited for non-appearance and reset at 100,000. Lauren Bridges, if you'll call the name Lauren Bridges, please.
Lauren Bridges.
I mean, she went in May 16th. No. She didn't call last week and say, can I?
I just told the bondsman I'll let you know. So I don't know.
No response, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean, she sent me, she went into rehab Friday. So, her bond will be forfeited for non-appearance and reset at 100,000. And then if she calls her, they can get in touch with her, maybe tell the bondsman. If they'll get her here next week, I'll maybe recall it, but she doesn't get to just go. Yeah. But we can let her, call her and get her here. Ronnie Oliphant? Good morning, sir. Are you Ronnie Oliphant? And Mr. Oliphant, looks like this is your initial appearance. Hold on a second. In cause number 25, DCCR 0379, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual from February 18th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, I had one, but released him, but I was trying to see, can I get a lawyer on my own? I had a court-appointed attorney.
Yeah, so that's what I want you to do is hire your own attorney if you can. So what I'll do is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone.
Yes, ma'am.
If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset. Lisa Pratt.
Pretty good, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Are you Lisa Pratt?
I am.
And Ms. Pratt, this is your initial appearance. In cause number 24, DCCR 1460, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous convictions, and that's from April 1st of 2024. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
They assigned me a lawyer.
They did. So when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed attorney, but now that you bonded out, what I do is expect you to at least try to hire your own. So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone.
Okay.
If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. You need to bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order. Do you understand?
I do.
And are you working?
I'm on disability.
You are. If I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system?
I do, marijuana.
Have a seat in the jury box. Let's double check what you got in there. Have a seat in the jury box. Carnell Beard. Good morning, sir. You're Carnell Beard?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get someone hired?
No, I've spoke with, Kevin Lane, Ms. Holmes, Mr. Smith. What they asking me for down, I barely make that a month. I'll show you my check. I work for
Well,
the city of Blue Mountain.
Let's do this, Mr. Beard. Thank you for visiting with some attorneys. I'll have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to make sure to fill it out accurately and completely because you're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct, and then I'll take a look at it. Okay? Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that paperwork. Donnell Coleman. Good morning. Are you Donnell Coleman?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Coleman, this is your initial appearance. In cause number 25, DCCR 0222, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child with intent to return from January 26th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am. I didn't really have the understanding of it.
No, that's okay.
When it
This-
went, so
that-
like when I did call to get in touch with them, they had mentioned they had dropped my case, so I didn't know what that meant.
Well, they didn't drop your case. As far
Charles Rojas, I think.
Yeah, so Mr. Rojas was appointed while you were in custody, and so now that you are, and he's still your attorney unless you hire someone else or we make some other,
So I can't still get in touch with him.
you can get in touch with him, but here's what I expect you to try to hire a lawyer. So you can talk to him about hiring him or anybody else. I'm gonna give you about 30 days to try to get someone hired. If you hire someone before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you talk to when you come back, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options, okay? If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk right here. Yes, ma'am.
I know the stipulations with my case was saying that I couldn't be around my kids. But I mean, I have been going to like parenting classes.
So that's probably one of the, just as big of a reason for you to get a lawyer so we can get your case handled. And if you're doing,
I did parenting classes.
are you doing that through CPS? CPS involved?
At a church, yes, ma'am.
Okay, keep following everything that CPS, whatever their service plan is, keep following that. A condition of your bond is going to be that you not have at least no unsupervised right now. So if they're allowing you contact, it needs to be supervised only, okay?
So if I am able, someone has to be there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Until we say something
I mean,
otherwise.
Graduation and everything.
Well, just make sure it's supervised right now and get you a lawyer and we can move your case along and hopefully get you where you need to be with your kiddos, okay? All right, step in front of the clerk. Precious Eaglin. Good morning, ma'am. You're Precious Eaglin. And Ms. Eaglin, you are here on 2 cases, initial appearance and cause number 25 DCCR 0317. You're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer. And cause number 25 DCCR 0318. You're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I spoke with Mr. Burbanks, but I haven't officially hired him because I'm talking to somebody else.
Okay.
It's like the amount he wanted as well, so I'm need to call somebody else and see.
Okay, so what I'll do is give you about a 30-day reset to either get Mr. Burbank or someone else hired. If you get someone hired, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unable to hire someone before that next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you talk to when you come back so I know you're trying. Then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset notice. Shadaman Mitchell. Shadaman Mitchell.
Chapman Mitchell.
This one.
No response, Your Honor.
Bond will be forfeited for non-appearance and reset at 100,000. Jeremiah Paya or Paia. Good morning, you're Jeremiah Paia?
Yes,
Paia. And Mr. Paia, did you get someone hired?
no, ma'am. I talked to 3 different ones. They all said about the same price to the phone.
Who'd you talk to?
Walker, Mr. Walker from Liberty, someone from Liberty, Mr. Walker from Walker Law Firm, someone from Crenshaw, I forgot their name.
Okay,
And they all said about the same price.
all right. You didn't write those things down for me?
No, ma'am. It was on my phone,
Okay, where's your phone?
in my pocket.
Look it up, let's see.
And then the one from Liberty, they just told me over the phone, like, $7,500. They
Okay.
didn't tell me their name or nothing. Same for Crenshaw.
What do you mean they didn't tell you their
I was
name?
asking, I was like,
Well, how did you call them? Who'd you
I
call?
called on my phone. I just called the law firm.
Right.
And they didn't put me through to nobody. They just said 7,500. But Mr. Walker, I didn't catch his name, but I talked to him for about 40 minutes on the
Okay.
phone.
Good.
And he was just telling me everything about like what he would do, this,
Mhm.
over, and what a lawyer would do, and everything about like that.
Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you think you're going to be able to get one of them hired?
Because Mr. Walker, he said, yeah, payment, but he didn't really trust me that much because of people in the past, so
Where are you working?
FedEx.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset your case one more time for you to talk to some other attorneys, because there are some out there that charge different amounts than what you've done. So go talk to at least 3 more. See if you can get someone hired. If you can, great. If not, bring me those names of everybody you've talked to. Then we'll discuss what your options are, okay? You don't have to limit it to just 3.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
point is to hire someone. So call as many as you can, make as many appointments, get so that you can see if you can get someone hired, okay? Step in front of the clerk. Kevin Diaz. Good morning, you're Kevin Diaz. And Mr. Diaz, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0418. You're charged with a 3rd-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from March 5th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No,
Okay. How old are you?
19.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Diaz, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of who you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk and she'll give you your reset notice. Zachary Turner. Good morning, sir. You're Zachary Turner?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Turner, this is your initial appearance in cause number 24, DCCR 2197. You're charged with the 1st-degree felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, and that is from April 22nd of 2024. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Okay. Looks like you also have prior felony convictions, so it's going to be very important that you try to get someone hired. What you're charged with is extremely serious, obviously. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Turner, is reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you the reset notice. So the next one, Dylan Wilkinson. Dylan Wilkinson. That one has an AFRS. How you doing today, Pickens?
Good.
No response, Your Honor.
This bond will be forfeited for non-appearance and reset at 100,000. See, Mr. Jones, come up, sir. All right, you're Jamarcus Jones. It's very important that you're here on time. So I'll recall the bond forfeiture. And Mr. Jones, this is your initial appearance. Give me just a second. So you're on probation for theft of a firearm. I set a bond on that probation, and now that you've made that bond, I expect you to try to hire a lawyer. So what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days, and you need to try to get someone hired before that next court date. If you do, just bring the reset notice that you get today to them. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to, then you need to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Make sure you visit with them, bring me back the names of who you've talked to, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, I'll raise that bond back up and you'll be back in jail. Do you understand? It's also important you're still on probation. You need to be doing every single thing you're supposed to be on probation right now, because if you don't, that's only going to make things worse. All right? Okay, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset notice.
Thank you.
She's saying she can't go because she's on dialysis and heart and stuff, so she can't go to the restroom. I know she can eventually. No, that's what Doctor said. You're gonna have to do it. Yeah, it'll be a positive if not. I know. I feel like there's probably maybe more to it also, just based on. Let's see. So, is anybody, are they all gonna be here on the Capitol? That's what I thought too. See, is Miss Jordan, Mr. Brewer? Are y'all ready for an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's, we need Trishad Tarrant, please. Good morning. State this side, defense this side. Not that it really matters, other than the fact that it keeps it straight in my head. Good morning. How are y'all this morning?
Sure.
Good, how are you?
Good.
I saw you went viral about 2
Oh.
months ago.
There's a few of them out there, unfortunately, yeah.
No, not
It depends.
unfortunately, yeah. It was actually very entertaining.
Good morning, sir. You are Trishad Tarrant, and Mr. Tarrant is charged with capital murder of a person in a prison. Mr. Brewer, Ms. Jordan, where are we and what's the announcement?
Your Honor, the state is announcing ready. We have no pretrial at this time. I believe I have offered a formal plea offer to the defense.
And she has, that offer has been forwarded to my client. I believe this time, to say that we will probably set this back to trial. If we could, perhaps February next year, just move on.
Well, it'll be when it'll be. But what I do want you guys to do, if there's a formal offer, I'd like to get a formal rejection of that. I have those forms on the tablets. We can get, maybe Mr. Rojas or Mr. Parker can help you fill out that formal. If you don't want to accept a plea agreement, I'll go through that today. Once we do a rejection, the case is placed on the trial docket. Typically, I don't accept that same plea agreement. You could plea open to the court. It could be something different unless there's new information that either of you get between now and then. So once it goes on the trial docket, it'll be expected to go to trial, or it'll be something different because of some information that you guys received. So I'll hold it. If you want to grab one of those tablets. Mr. Rojas, would you mind helping? Thank you very much, sir. And as soon as you do that, I'll go through all of that, bring you back up, and then we'll get it set for trial and look at kind of everybody's, how long we think that might take, and then we'll schedule it around that. But we're definitely not anywhere close to looking into February. We're looking at this year probably, based on our, unless there's some big reasons, but we'll see where we get, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll hold it while y'all get that taken care of. Mr. Kimler, you have Tajuan Mack.
Yes,
He's on call.
Second, have to make it come up here next month.
Gotcha.
I think he's on call.
Yeah, there shouldn't be many on, Tajuan Mack.
Went out to the jail last night to see him. He said he was on call.
Okay, but he has done it now.
He's
He's,
done it since you ordered him to.
Okay.
It's just not been long.
No response,
Okay.
Your Honor.
He may be running late, Your Honor. I did go out to the jail last night and they informed me he was on bonds.
yeah, he's on bond. His, bond will be forfeited for non-appearance, reset at 100,000. Obviously, if you get in touch with him and he shows up today, I'll reconsider that. But it is set for trial, to begin with jury selection on June 2nd.
I am ready. Your
Okay.
Honor, if he goes into custody, I'll submit. We'll try it.
All right, I'll number the case. Obviously, if anything changes, you'll let me know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then you have Joshua Mays, Mr. Kimler. Joshua Mays.
See, in owners, they have to cover that. Yeah, they're all over. He's speaking to this. He's probably gonna start making rooms for the towns. That's what I said, in orange, you're making.
Good morning, sir. You're Joshua Mays, and Mr. Mays is on probation for burglary of a habitation. Motion to revoke has been filed. What's the announcement?
Your Honor, if the court would entertain going through the motion, we could enter please, and then get it updated pre-session.
There's no agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Give me just a second.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Mays, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. And will he waive the formal reading of the motion?
So late.
Mr. Mays, in cause number 20-36100, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation September 13th of 2021 for burglary of a habitation, and that was a 3-year deferred probation. Is that correct? I'm assuming that's been extended. Otherwise. So it alleges in that probation, or in that motion, that you violated your conditions of probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to report to the probation department as required for the months of October and December of 2024 and January of 2025. And is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you failed to provide verification of participating in the GED program. Is that true? Just today, it's just true or not true, and then we'll get explanations later. It's not true, okay. Count 3 alleges that you failed to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the moral recognition therapy, that MRT program. Is that true or not true? And count 4 alleges that you're behind in your court-assessed fees. As of January 15th of 2025, you were $3,685 behind. Is that true or not true? All right, did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4 freely and voluntarily? Speak up, please. And did you plead true to those because they're actually true? All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case so that we can have a sentencing hearing. I'll get probation to do an updated report. Looks like we probably will only need a probation officer, so we can do that on a normal day.
Yes, sir, that would-
Shouldn't take long.
Can we do?
All right, and so you need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom so that they can make sure and tell you what you need to do to get ready for that sentencing hearing, okay? All right, we'll see you back then.
Mr. Bates?
Oh my gosh, man, I don't know what's happening. Fuck, I need to sneeze. Mr. Pageant, you have Damian Douglas.
I'm doing a dismissal on that right now.
Okay, I'll sign that and he's free to go. Thank you, Mr. Pageant. Mr. Price, you have Dale Johnson, 3 cases. She can have that back. Dale Johnson? Okay.
Cornell Beard.
Morning. Good morning, ma'am. You're Dale Johnson, and Ms. Johnson is charged in 24 DCCR 1570 with indecency with a child by sexual contact, in 24 DCCR 1571 and 1572 with aggravated sexual assault of a child. And Mr. Johnson, what is the announcement?
Not ready, Your Honor. Our investigation continues. We have served subpoenas on 2 school districts. We're awaiting those records. I understand we're also awaiting some records from Texas Department of Family and Protective Services.
Got
Okay.
an agreed order, court signed.
Okay, that should be, that was signed back at the end of February, and I see your subpoenas. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to do maybe a 45-day reset instead of a 30. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere on all of those documents, the CPS as well as what you've done, and see if we can get an announcement at that next court date. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Price. He'll let you know when you need to be back. All right, thank you. Mr. Samuel, you have Tyreek Flanagan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. How about you?
It's a great day to be alive.
It is. Every day is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. You're Tyreek Flanagan. And this is cause number 23 DCCR 2310. Mr. Flanagan's charged with indecency with a child by sexual contact. What is the announcement?
Your Honor, we've gone back and forth with this quite some time.
We have.
I don't think we have any choice but to set it for trial.
Okay.
There's an issue with the outcry person. There was a CPS case in Harris County that was dismissed because of the source. And we've not been able, we tried to get that information. The state has tried through CPS, but we're not getting it. So we don't have much choice but to set this for trial.
I mean, I'll order it.
Well, that's the thing, Judge, we've done that, and we've reordered it,
I see that. We've done a second.
and what we're still getting back is the same
set of records.
But it's not the records that show
With
the
newer-
dismissals.
Right.
And why over in Harris
Do y'all want
County.
to do a very specific, try one more time with and
I talked with Kelly Friday. I was on the phone with Miss Adams, who's the regional attorney.
Right.
About, but we're getting another copy because our copy is gone. However, the newer stuff wouldn't have been in it. This is newer allegations that's happened since I've been on the case.
So are they going to work on getting that?
That's,
Did she say that?
I didn't get a specific, I'm still trying to get the original records. So we've sent this, a second amended that I wrote specifically to get newest, and it still didn't come back. So.
Okay,
that was
but you
part of
talked
that.
to her and she knows,
That we're trying to, her assistant is getting me stuff. I'm in contact with her,
okay,
but the newer stuff is the problem, dude.
right, but I don't want it to be. I'll call her, we'll call her. We've had no issues dealing
Right.
with her if we need something. So if y'all need me to do something, I want to get it done.
We just need to know the basis of the dismissal in Harris County. That's the same culprit. that
Do
we-
a joint email to me today with the two of you guys and me saying what you need. And then I'll forward that and give Stephanie a call and see if we can find out what we need to actually get that specific information.
And I just want to let the court know, like, since I've been dealing with the council on this, I've reached out to the Houston office, CPS, to find out if there's information that is get through that office as opposed to going to Austin.
Right.
The way we go, I've not gotten a response, and
Okay.
I've gotten turnover and all.
Send me something today and then we'll try to, and before we put it on the trial docket, let's do one more reset. Let me reach out to Miss Adams,
Okay.
see if there's something she can do to help us with that Houston information.
Yeah.
And then there's got to be a way to get it. So I'll call whoever I need to call.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay in touch with Mr. Samuel. He'll let you know when you need to be back. And then you've got Daisha Mark. It looks like that's set for a plea. Mr. Samuel, you're going to work on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll hold that for you. Mr. West, on Ramadan Castillo, 3 cases. Can I get a trial docket?
Yes, we did. Something happened, I don't know what happened, but. Yeah, that's right.
I think that's what happened on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, you're Ramadan Castillo. And Mr. Castillo is charged in each of his cases with aggravated sexual assault of a child. It's set for trial to begin with jury selection Monday, June 2nd. And what is the announcement?
Thanks, sir.
All right, well, obviously, it is one of the older cases. I anticipate it being at the top. We'll find out, I guess, actually next week, because we'll have a docket next Tuesday. But I anticipate it being up there. If anything happens between now and next Tuesday, let me know. There won't be any plea agreements after that. So if anything changes, y'all get together, and otherwise, we'll try to get it taken care of on that day. All right, stay in touch with Mr. West. He'll let you know when you need to be back. Mr. Parker on Benjamin Barker. Good morning.
Not much.
How are you? Good morning, sir. Are you Benjamin Barker? And going to first take judicial notice of the court's file on cause number 24 DCCR 2194. And Mr. Barker was evaluated for competency to stand trial. We received and was found not competent, was sent to the John Dunn Behavioral Science Center for competency restoration, was restored, and I received that packet dated April 1st of 2025 with the finding that Mr. Barker is competent to stand trial. It includes the evaluation report, And that is from Dr. Guzman, as well as the attending physician's report of patient progress. And so is there any other evidence with regard to competency?
None I'm aware of, Judge.
Not from the state, Judge.
Then based on that, at this time, I am going to find Mr. Barker competent to stand trial. He's charged with harassment of a public servant. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, he informed, I haven't talked to him today. He just got out of jail. He told me 2 weeks ago he's had multiple injuries and his foot is broke.
Okay.
And I haven't talked to him. As of now, he wanted to do a rejection, but I thought, being that I hadn't had a chance to talk to him in detail, that it may be worth resetting.
It is. Let's do this. Mr. Barker, I'm going to reset your case about 30 days. You need to make sure and call Mr. Parker, visit with him either in person or on the phone, your attorney, before that next court date, and he can go over everything that he knows about your case, that he's received from Mr. Coleman, what your options are, and then we'll get an announcement at that next court date how you want to proceed, okay?
And I've also indicated to him that he could hire his own lawyer, and because he kind of indicated that may be something he wanted to do.
If you have the funds and you want to, then you need to hire your own attorney for sure. If you're unable to work and you can't afford one, I'm going to leave Mr. Parker on if you can't afford one. But if you can obviously hire your own. If you're not going to do that, you definitely need to call and talk to Mr. Parker about your case. Okay? All right. We'll see you back in about 30 days. Forfeiture is here. Do you need you back? They already said they're ready. So I don't know. Whatever. Tajuan Mack. He was upon forfeiture that showed up. Mr. Mack, Mr. Kimler was here already. We called your name. You need to be here on time, okay? Otherwise, you're going to end up with a bond forfeiture and you'll be put in jail, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to recall the bond forfeiture. Your case is set for trial to begin in a couple of weeks. The attorney's announced ready. So I'm going to number the case for trial. You need to stay in touch with your bondsman and Mr. Kimler, and they'll let you know when you need to be back and ready for trial. It'll be in 2 weeks. Okay? You're free to go. Say Rochelle Manuel, Mr. Parker.
She's outside. Michelle Manuel. I don't think Marvin showed up, or he hadn't.
Good morning, you're Rochelle Manuel? Yes, ma'am. And Ms. Manuel's charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. What is the announcement?
Your Honor, she's been very good about staying in contact with me about updates and all that. We have a new plea offer that Mr. Nichols gave us today. She wants to accept that offer. She told me this 2 weeks ago that she's trying to be responsible. Her apartment lease expires this week and she gets her last check. And she's gonna plead to pen time, and she wanted to wait to plead out next week if we could, so she could take care of her affairs. And I feel certain that she's gonna plead.
Why don't we do that? Why don't y'all do the plea and I'll just reset it for sentencing, but we don't need to get a PSI, but that way we get that first part taken care of. And
I'll do that, Judge.
all right, I'll hold it while y'all do that.
I'll take another one's here.
Gustavo Vasquez. Gustavo Vasquez.
Yeah.
All right, well, this was the last reset, so I'll hold it for y'all to do. Mr. Rojas, you have Jardel Elam. It's a sentencing. Oh, where'd Mr. Rojas go? Oh, hi. Jardel Elam.
Jardel Eagle.
I had them tested this morning. She tested positive on May 5th. So I just want to see if there's where we are. Yeah. Mr. Elam, I'm going to have you tested this morning before we go forward. Have a seat in the jury box. Let's see if you got anything in your system. And then Nicholas Gilmore Jones, Mr. Rojas. This, Mr. Hoffpower. Good morning, sir. Are you Nicholas Gilmore Jones? And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, in cause number 24, DCCR 1441, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from March 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 2-year term in the state jail prison, but that would be probated. You'd be on probation for 5 years. You would be ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Gilmore Jones is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Is there some history? Is that why it's a 2/5?
It is, Your Honor.
So I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that I can get a pre-sentence report done. That'll just give me more information about you, your case, any history, and then we'll go forward with sentencing at a later date. You need to stop and talk to probation before you leave the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you back at sentencing. Which one? I was about to say it's not.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Miss Mitchell, come up, ma'am.
Sorry about that. I was late because I had to run back home and get the paper.
Okay, I'll recall your bond forfeiture, and you're Shadamon Mitchell, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am, I did call around to a couple places.
Good, who'd you talk to?
I talked to Gertz Kelly Law Firm. They told me it was gonna be about 5,000, but my dad said it was a little too much, because he was the one helping me pay. I called Chilean officers, no one ever gave me a call back. James Merkin, I think they told me $5,000 again. Dunham and Jones gave me an offer for $3,000 a flat fee. We take 15 up front and then 200 every other week.
Mm-hmm.
So we were thinking about going through, but we just ran out of time.
Okay, so you still think you'll be able to get someone hired?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for doing everything I asked you. I'll reset your case about 30 more days to give you some time to hire one of them or someone else.
Yes, ma'am.
If y'all get someone hired before the next court date, just bring that reset notice that you get today to the lawyer.
Yes, ma'am.
If for some reason it's not going to work with them, make sure you call some others, bring me those names, and we'll discuss your options when you come back.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
All right, you can step in front of the clerk and she'll give you your reset notice. See, Mr. Is Mr. Brewer get that rejection signed? I guess not yet, huh?
He's still back.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not in a hurry for him. Let's see, Ms. DeLage, we haven't seen her, Mr. Galmore, Mr. Gertz, Mr. Crenshaw. I saw Brittany come through. And then Macon's down in. Holden. Yeah. Yep. 'Cause that's. Okay.
Michelle Manuel.
Morning, are you Shalora Dawson? And Ms. Dawson was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the, all right, we'll see you back then on the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
We just need to go through the motion of Gestapo.
Okay. Gustav, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you, Parker, on Rochelle Manuel. Tim. All right, ma'am, again, you're Rochelle Manuel, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Manuel, in cause number 24, DCCR 1050, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury from April 5th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with?
Yes.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like that agreement's for a 3-year term in prison. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
And it's your understanding I'm going to take the plea today, I'm going to reset it for sentencing next week.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll talk about some important things about that in just a minute, but that's what you want me to do, correct? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Manuel's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to hold that and I'm going to reset your case for 1 week for sentencing. Actually, I guess we could do it on Tuesday. We don't have a Monday docket. Is Tuesday big? Should we do, I'm going to reset it for 2 weeks. I think that'll be easy. No, let's do it next Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am.
June, 2 weeks. Okay. We're gonna reset you for 2 weeks so that you come back on a Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we don't have a Monday docket next week.
Yes, ma'am.
So a couple things about that are very important. Obviously, if you don't show up on the 2nd to turn yourself in and for me to sentence you, this plea agreement's gone and things could be a whole lot worse. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're arrested for anything between now and that court date, things could obviously go bad and I don't have to accept the agreement. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back then on the 2nd at 9 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
We just need to go through the motion of Gestapo.
Okay. Gustavo Chavez, 23-41422.
That's what it's.
Vasquez. What did I say?
Okay, it's
Vasquez.
Gomez, it's Gomez Vasquez. You said Gomez Vasquez. What?
I thought that's what you said.
I thought I did, but I
I
don't
thought you said
know.
Gomez.
I might have
You said
said.
Vasquez.
I don't know.
Good morning, sir. You're Gustavo Gomez Vasquez.
Yes, ma'am.
And,
Oh, she said Chavez.
oh, I did? I just totally renamed you then. I'm sorry.
We have that Gustavo Chavez.
I do. I have that name, so hold on just a second. Let me get this pulled up the right way.
Oh. I didn't give you.
On the last
page.
one.
Oh, did they?
Oh, they didn't
Oh, I didn't
sign
get her
it.
to sign it. I'll bring back your sentencing.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gomez Vasquez, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you, sir. And will your client waive the formal reading of the motion?
You will, Your Honor.
I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. It shows that you were placed on probation March 11th of 2024 for the second-degree felony offense of indecency with a child. And that was a 10-year deferred probation. Is that correct? It alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you failed to successfully enter and complete an approved sex offender treatment program. Is that true or not true?
The program, I'm going to those classes.
Just, is it true or not true? If it's not true, then we'll just have a hearing. Okay. Not true to count 1?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Count 2 alleges that you failed to register with the sex offender tracking program. Is that true or not true?
No, it's true, but
Okay. So did you enter your plea of true to count 2 freely and voluntarily? And because count 2 is true. All right, then I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to count 2 freely and voluntarily. Find that count true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset your case for a sentencing hearing. Mr. Hoffpower, you can bring whoever with regard to count 1, please.
Probation officer.
I don't anticipate that would be long, so we'll just do it on a regular day.
Just for the record, so he understands what I've explained to him, I'm explaining to the court, is that he has explanations of things he's done. And
Sure.
I've said, that, but it's whether you did this or not. And so he has some reasoning or explanation for all this. Which I
We'll
thought
get the
court would hear.
explanations at a sentencing hearing. And so what'll happen is I'm going to have probation do an updated pre-sentence report before a sentencing. That'll give me more information about what's been going on. And then when we come back, Mr. Parker will be able to present to me anything you think is important on your behalf. Mr. Hoffpower will be able to bring any witnesses with regard to that count, and then I'll decide what to do on that day. Okay? All right, you are free to go. Thank you.
thank you.
I need.
Ms. Holmes, you have Shalora Dawson. It's a sentencing. No, just put her in jail. Good morning. Are you Shalora Dawson? And Ms. Dawson was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Dawson, if I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system?
Oh, no, ma'am, I did.
Let's,
At the-
we're gonna double check this morning before we go
Okay.
forward. Have a seat in the jury
I'll give it
box.
to you on my
She told me to tell the truth.
Yes.
I told her I bought her the dispensaries and everything, but she said that
But,
THC.
right, so did they tell you probably shouldn't be doing that, so you don't test positive, so I don't think you're using something illegal?
No, because it wasn't me smoking, it was something like a gummy that was supposed to help relax me.
Right,
Taking a shot.
but if it's gonna test positive, then I'm gonna assume the worst. So we'll get to that in a minute. I wanna test you this morning, see what's in your system, then we'll go forward in a minute. Have a seat over there in that jury box. Willie Richards, Ms. Holmes, it's a sentencing.
He's outside. Willie Richard.
Just, I've got my stuff, I've already dismissed. There was two of them, and I dismissed one of them outright. You have a dismissal.
On Richards.
Just follow on Richard.
It's already been dismissed, it looks like, because it's not on the docket. Good morning, sir.
This courtroom hearing focuses on Willie Richards, a 60-year-old defendant who had already entered a guilty plea to the second-degree felony offense of indecency with a child by sexual contact. Before deciding his punishment, the judge reviewed the pre-sentence report and discussed the strict supervision conditions that would follow. The defense raised questions about whether Richards could continue playing drums at his church, and the judge clarified that he could participate in the band. But the court made it absolutely clear that this privilege came with serious restrictions. The judge accepted the plea agreement and placed Richards on deferred probation for 10 years, along with a $500 fine and strict sex offender supervision requirements. One condition stood out above all the others. Richards was ordered never to be alone with any child under the age of 18. He was also prohibited from going near the victim or having any contact with the victim. But the judge also explained why this was a major opportunity. If Richards successfully completes all 10 years of probation, follows every condition, and completes the required treatment, the case can eventually be dismissed without a conviction remaining on his record. However, the warning was just as serious. If he violates any condition of probation, he can be brought back before the court, found guilty, and potentially sentenced to as much as 20 years in prison. So instead of going directly to prison, Richards received a second chance, but it came with extremely strict rules and potentially life-changing consequences if he fails to follow them. What do you think? Was 10 years of strict probation a fair decision, or should the judge have sent him straight to prison? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more courtroom stories.